Well, now we are going to be adding a whole bunch of different 2D drawing elements like this seagull into this 3D scene. And I've just drawn some of these other elements in the same way that you saw me draw the seagull. And each one of them is in their own layer. So I drew a sky, I drew an island. Let me turn off the other layers. I drew a pirate. Of course, here's the bird, here's the original ship, and there's the river. But as you can see, once I stack all these things on top of each other, it's a total mess. And in fact, this sky is on the same plane as the pirate and the island, so it's completely obscuring everything. So I'm going to leave that off for a while. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to place them in the 3D space using the Super Transform tool and also using this top view and this side view. And keep in mind with the side view and top view that you can zoom in and pan for each one and zoom out. You can use the 1 key to zoom out and the 2 key to zoom in, or you can use the plus and minus zooms that you see up there. And holding the space bar will help us move that. And when we're in the stage view, we can not only hold down space bar to move, but as we've seen, Control Shift is going to be one of the most useful tools here to really see where everything is laying in space. There's also a disk control where you can spin the interface using Control Alt. When you press Control Alt, it lets you spin in a two-dimensional spin, but that can be useful for you. And if you're on Mac, that is Command Option. And to help me focus, I'm going to get rid of some of these elements for right now. I'm going to click off the bird and the island. I know I want the ship where it is. That's my base point for the composition. So I want to move the pirate onto the ship. So when I move the pirate, he hasn't been moved in 3D space yet, but I'm going to take my controller and put it over him, which for me makes it easier. And now if I use the first frame tool, that's the one where I'm going to be able to move him around on this ship, but I can't really quite tell where we are, so in relation to the ship. So I'm going to look over here in the side view. I'm going to pop it open a little bit more. I'm going to swing around and highlight him again, and you can see that he's against the back wall, basically. And where I want to place him is in front of the frontmost mast. So I'm going to take this blue arrow and drag him forward and put him from a front to back method. That's about where I want him. So now I'm going to be focusing on the top view now. And let me swing around here and hit Reset View. And so because I know I'm going to have to shrink down my pirate at this point, so I'll use that Super Transform tool. I know he's in roughly the right place to be placed on the ship in front of the mast. So now it's a question of is he too high or is he too low? So I'm going to zoom in on that, and I can tell by lowering him down on the ship, I don't want him sinking into the ship itself. I like him standing right there, and I'm going to press Control Shift to get a view, and it looks like he's standing on the ship where I want him to. The next element I'm going to add in is the seagull, and just turn that layer on, and I could select him and move him anywhere we want. Now again, only in the stage view can you press Control Shift to see if he's in generally the right place, which he is because he's flying in the foreground. Now he's pretty gigantic, but that's okay because I like it for the effect. I could make him smaller and bring him in closer, but I like it just the way it's working right now.